Stop number 15 on the Castrol GTX Cup Series brings us to Michigan Speedway in the two-mile D-shaped racetrack located in the Irish Hills of Brooklyn, Michigan, as we're set for racing here today. And the running of the Miller Lite 400 is, and let's hope this race does not turn out to be total chaos like Pocono was the last race we brought you on the tour. But 38 cars are lined up here on the pit road for the start of this race, and here's the starting lineup. On the pole, it is number 2, Dylan Young, at the wheel of his Pontiac, qualifying at 183 miles an hour for the pole. He's alongside number 4, William Brock, the Kodak Film Oldsmobile. Row number 2 has Jackson Haywood, the Texaco Haviland Ford, car number 28. He's alongside number 7, Aubrey Scott, the Xerox Antifreeze Ford, who won the season at Talladega. Going to row number 3, it's Charles Sanford, the winner at Riverside, the Big Apple Markets Chevrolet, number 71. And number 52, Seth Cole, the Alka-Seltzer Pontiac, sits alongside. Row 4 has number 75, Mitchell Hodak, a great qualifying run for that number 75 team. Beside him is number 70, Allison Rain, in the Rumpel Furniture AC Spark Plugs Pontiac. Row 5 is number 94, Dylan Potee, and beside him will be number 26, Quaker State Buick of Alexander Rowe. Going to row number 7, it's number 40. Row number 6, I should say, excuse me, is number 43, the STP Pontiac of Mike Becker, and 66 Phillips 66 Trop Arctic Pontiac of Harrison Ponder. Next row is number 27, Rafaela Duke in the Miller Genuine Draft Pontiac, excuse me. He's alongside number 14, Cab Shear, who won the season at Dover, to Copenhagen Oldsmobile. LeDuc's won twice this season so far. He won at Martinsville and Sonoma. Going to the next row down is number 8, that is Noah Sewell, the Snickers Buick. He's alongside number 17, Nathan Orman, the Tide Chevrolet. Next row is Caleb Fogler, number 90, who the Public Supermarkets Ford. Finished in the top 5 the last race on the tour at Pocono, looking for a good run here today. He's alongside Phil Parker, another 2-time winner. He won the season at Atlanta and that last race at Pocono. Next row down has number 21, Reggie Vogelman, and number 19, Joshua Osborne. And then it's number 98, Laura Chung, and number 89, Daniel Silla. Next row down is number 57, that is Stephen Colon. Beside him will be number 1, Trent Dunham, the winner of the season at Darlington. Next row is number 83, Nori Miyazaki, in the wheel of his Oldsmobile. He's alongside number 73, that is Cody McGurk. Next row down is number 33, Amanda Evans, and number 15 car, Quentin Moore. And it's number 3, Cole Deaver, the GM Gibbons Chevrolet, winner of the season at North Wilkesboro. And 2-time winner, Colin Cropley, the Kodiak Chevrolet. He won the Daytona 500, and he also won at Bristol. Next row down is number 10, Preston Plord, and 20, Eric Monaco, fresh off that second place finish at Pocono. He's one of the guys to watch here today at Michigan. Then it's number 11, Keith Batson, the winner of the 600 at Charlotte. He's alongside 18 car, Benjamin Miles. Then it's number 42, Kyle Matthews, in the Peak Antifreeze Pontiac. And number 12, Ryan Brommer. And starting shotgun is number 30, Zachary Fitzwater, and number 6, in the 6th car of Austin Reed, the winner of the season at Richmond. So that's your starting lineup for today's race here at Michigan Speedway, as the field gets set for the command to fire the engines and the fans on their feet for this race as well too.
Gentlemen, start your engines!
The thunder of 38 cars on pit road here as they have fired up for some great action here today at this track. Pace car leads the field off of pit road. We'll be back for the start of the race right after this. Heading through turns number 3 and 4, the in-car cameras in today's race will be carried by Austin Reed, Quentin Moore, and the outside pole sitter William Brock will all be carrying in-car cameras in today's race. They'll come out turn number 4 to start this race here at Michigan Speedway, and the Miller Lite 400 as the pace car will make that hard left turn on the pit road here. And they come to the start-finish line here, anticipating a green flag start. And the race is on at Michigan Speedway. 30 laps of racing, and we are underway in the Miller Lite 400. And look at the field spread out here, much like the front stretch of Pocono. You'll see about 3 or 4 wide racing here at Michigan as well, too. This track also plenty wide as well here at this event. look at the field right there. Just look at the field all strewn all over the place. They're 3 wide, about 3 or 4 rows deep here, as Dylan Young and William Brock both did not get a good start at all here as they come to the start-finish line. It is Jackson Haywood, number 28, leading the first lap of this race here. The man who started from the pole at Pocono got stuffed in the wall in the late laps at Pocono. And Charles Sanford now dives inside, takes the lead away from Haywood as they go through turns number 1 and 2. And Dylan Poteet to the inside now looks for the second position here. You remember it was Poteet and Haywood that got into each other at Pocono and stuffed each other into the wall. I should say Haywood was the one that turned Poteet into the wall at Pocono, coming to 2 laps remaining while battling for second place in that event. And Poteet, I think, had just lost the lead in that race as well too to Phil Parker, who went on to win that day at Michigan, or went on to win that day at Pocono. Excuse me, not Michigan. Excuse me on that one. And somebody slow on the inside of the racetrack here. That looks like the 89 of Daniel Silla. And it is the 89 of Daniel Silla. Apparently he held up the entire field here, and he'll blend back in right there, almost up against the 30 car of Zachary Fitzwater, and a couple other cars almost got him as well too, including the 6 of Austin Reed. Riding with Austin Reed in car number 6, the Folgers Ford. See how fast he goes into turn number 1, 188 miles an hour into turn number 1, 189 miles an hour into the first turn. Comes up on the back of Nori Miyazaki in the 83 car. You remember Austin started this race 38th in the field, last place in the field. It started scratch and pretty much is now starting to move his way through the field. Now he's up to 31st position right now as he is inside now of, see who that is on the inside of Austin Reed. That is the 30 of Zachary Fitzwater. Now closing up in the back of both the 12 of Ryan Brommer and the 3 of Cole Deaver. That moved Austin up to 29th position in the Folgers Ford, so he's already gained almost 10 positions in this event here, as he is now trying to catch a sniff of the draft off of the 12 car of Ryan Brommer, the Ray Bestis Buick. Both Daniel Silla and Quentin Moore also a lap down here. Quentin Moore also having his problems in this race as well too, in the 15 machine. Austin Reed that time by had the sixth quickest lap of this race at 185.874 miles around the fastest lap so far, set by Preston Plord at 186.722 miles an hour. So the 6 car making its way through the field nicely here at this race at Michigan Speedway. And there's Quentin Moore's car on pit road. A tough break for the motorcraft team. Quentin, of course, the points leader coming into this event. And Allison Rain also now still on the track as well too, as she's now being put in risk of being put a lap down by this man, Dylan Poteet, the leader of the event here. I tell you, for Quentin Moore's been feast or famine, though. He has not yet won. Quentin has said he wants to win a race this season for sure. You know, he kind of feels weird being the points leader, but yet has never won. He's been second on a couple of occasions, including Riverside, a couple races ago when he finished second to Charles Stanford in that race. And now here comes Jackson Haywood. Like I said, no love lost between those two after Pocono. Closing up at the back of each other right now as they come off turn number 4 here, but it's Poteet holding the lead right now as he gets a side drive off the 70 car of Allison Rain, who's now been put 1 lap down in this race. And look at this. They are almost 4 wide going into turn number 1, but they got it down to 2 wide, though, as you see Laura Chung trying to get past the 7 car of Aubrey Scott. Now Ryan Brommer, remember we talked about him. He was behind Cole Deaver in that 3 car and was back in about the 20-some odd position. He's now with the inside lane. He's got another red car, Keith Batson, behind him in the 11 machine, and now Keith now moves inside of the 12 car as he's now trying to get past his 27 car of Rafael LeDuc. in the Miller Genuine Draft machine, and he's now stuck on the high side now as he got another red car, the 57 machine of Stephen Cologne. Harrison Potter, the 66 car, 21. Reggie Fogelman is in this mix as well too, and a couple of orange splashes of orange as well too. The 10 of Preston Plord, the 3 of Cole Beaver, the black number 3 I should say, and behind him the 17 of Nathan Ormond. Back inside with Austin Reed, the number 6 Folgers Ford. With 3 wide racing in the turn number 1 right there. There is Austin. Now moves out of that jam now and pulls it behind Seth Cole in the 52 machines. How fast Austin goes down the backstretch. We saw him at 189 miles an hour in turn number 1 a few minutes ago. Only 183 miles an hour to turn number 3. Let's see how fast they'll come up with that only turn number 1 this time by. 181 miles an hour off turn number 4. 187 miles an hour, 188, 189 miles an hour. 189 and turn number 1 goes to Austin Reed again in the 6th machine. I thought he was going to hit 190 for a minute. That's the effect. That's how effective the draft is on a track like Michigan. We'll be talking a lot about drafting, of course, when we go to the next race on the tour, the Pepsi 400 at Daytona International Speedway. And here, and look, and like a shot out of a cannon. Look at Colin Cropley in the 25 car. Moves inside. He's got Kyle Matthews behind him in the 42 machine. And leading the last time by was Trent Dunham in car number 1. And look at this mess. Stephen Cologne now moves inside as Aubrey Scott now takes the lead. And he's got Phil Parker behind. Caleb Fogler in the 90 machine. 33, Amanda Evans, who had a great run at Pocono the last race on the tour. And now Seth Cole's going to stick his nose to the inside of Evans' Oldsmobile. And Austin Reed, who started this race last place, is now up to the top 10, maybe top 5 at the end of this lap, possibly. Boy, and all this at over 185 miles an hour here at Michigan Speedway. Just some tremendous stuff. Here, 186 miles an hour a lap, I should say, the fastest lap race so far. And here comes Cropley inside of Phil Parker here. He's got Kyle Matthews behind him. Matthews has been a very... Matthews usually a top 10 points contender. Well, he's having a horrific season so far, sadly for him, in that 42 machine. Comes into this race 29th in the standings. He was down as low as 36th at one point in the season. He has a win this season at Rockingham, though, but since that Rockingham win, it's been feast or famine for Kyle Matthews, the proud American from the state of Ohio. And you know, just being Michigan, Kyle would like to get a win here on this track and kind of raise the Ohio banner for him for the in the rival state of Michigan. If you watch college football, you know what I mean. 3 wide here, Reggie Fogelman. Give a call that 21 car to the low side, and he'll take a top 5 spot right now. Aubrey Scott got pushed back, and now Stephen Cologne has lead. But look at Caleb Vogler flying that number 90 car, that lime green number 90 of the Public Supermarkets machine. Caleb Vogler wants to win a race this season, though, and he's got a pretty good shot at it right now so far at Michigan. But another guy who's got a pretty good shot at it right now, look at that 10 car, Preston Plord. The Purelator Chevrolet coming back this season. Him along with Kev Scheer coming back this season after quite a few seasons off in this series. And Preston, the man from the state of Colorado, giving this car a good run. I think he was for Connecticut, I'm not sure, but he'll probably correct me on that. But he likes a lot of the Colorado sports teams. I do know that the Broncos, the Rockies, and the Avalanche. But anyway, but Preston now moves inside for the second position. I thought I heard somebody hit the wall, and yeah, we do. A caution flag is flown. Dylan Young is spun along with Joshua Osborne and Allison Rain and Amanda Evans, who was having a darn good run on Austin Reed, the 6 car, who was moving up through the field nicely. And he gets caught up in a crash. Ryan Brommer involved in the 12 machine. Charles Sanford involved. Cody McGurk in the 73 car. I don't know if he's got any damage. He might still make a go of it here, possibly. Check the other side of the Slim Fast Oldsmobile. Yeah, it looks like Cody McGurk's clean, though, so I think he can still make a good run at it here, but caution flag flies on lap number 17 here at Michigan Speedway, just past halfway. Take a look as to what happened. Actually, it was on lap 16 when the caution flag flew. Crash happened coming off turn number 2, and let's pause it right there, because I think... Did I see 4 wide? Yeah, I saw 4 wide, 2 rows deep, and that is not a good situation here at Michigan. William Brock, who gets moved up by the 20 car of Eric Monaco, and meantime, there's what happened up ahead right there. Cole Deaver got loose. And keep an eye on the 3 car Deaver right there in the Good Wrench Chevrolet. Yeah, the same time that Eric Monaco got into the 4 car, Deaver moves up into the 30 car of Zachary Fitzwater, sends him right into the 12, the 5, and the 33, all slam the wall hard, and then here comes the 5 car, comes back down into Austin Reed. Mitchell Hodak gets involved, and here comes Austin Reed. Pow! Into the wall hard goes the number 6 Folgers Ford. Mitchell Hodak gets involved. There's where everybody else gets caught up there. Osborne spins. Dylan Young spins, the pole sitter for the event. And here comes Laura Chung right in the 6 car. She misses him as well, too, actually. She missed him, as did Trent Dunham, as did Noah Sewell in the 8 car. Great driving on part of all those drivers. But the one who didn't miss him was that 12 car of Ryan Brommer, and that caused Charles Sanford to just flat center punch him in the back. We had in-car cameras inside both the 6 and the 4 cars on this whole deal. Let's take a ride with Austin Reed. He fell right there when he got center punched in the back of the car right there after Charles Sanford nailed him in the back of the car. So a tough break for Austin Reed in car number 6, as we mentioned, he just was up to the field nicely. Actually got up in the top 10, got slid back just a little bit. He was just in a very vulnerable position on the outside. And when a crash like that happens, you're basically just playing a game of where do I go when I get there, and more times than not, it just you end up on the losing end of that game, pretty much. But 3 cars not going to race here. That's obviously Austin Reed, one of them. The other one being Charles Sanford and the 12 car of Ryan Brommer, all knocked out of this event. So we'll restart with 10 laps remaining here at Michigan Speedway. It is Stephen Cologne. Can he finally get that first victory of the season after being so close a couple times? We'll find out there. By the way, they've been racing here at Michigan. It's not going to be an easy task, because you got some hungry drivers. Caleb Fogler, he's hungry for a win. Preston Plord, he's hungry for a win. Reggie Fogelman, Seth Cole, he's not won in a long time in this series. He's in 5th position. 6th is Jackson Haywood, looking for his first ever win in this series. Here, Mike Becker, he's not won in a long time in the 43 car. Benjamin Miles, Kev Shearer, and Keith Batts in the top 10. Green flag flies once again. Lap 21. Mike Becker dives inside now. Caleb Fogler being pushed back just a little bit there, he got hung out the dry. As is a 57 car of Stephen Cologne, so the leaders of the top two on the restart got pushed back a little bit, and look at Reggie Fogelman going for the lead, one of the rookies in the field. Mike Becker right there behind him, and look at Benjamin Miles like a shot out of a cannon. That number 18 car, he's got the push from Kev Shearer in the 14, and Cologne coming back in the 57 machine. Aubrey Scott, 7 car in there. Kyle Matthews giving him a shove, and now here comes the 4 and the 3 cars here. William Brock and Cole Deaver. And throw Nathan Ormond in that mix as well, too, in the 17 machine. Riding with William Brock in car number 4. Kodak Film Oldsmobile to the inside lane. Now moves inside of Matthews for position. He's going to drive, and gets by Matthews, now flies by both Keith Batson and Kev Shearer. 173 miles an hour off turn number 2, goes to number 4 machine. So as he goes into turn number 3 here, 181, 182. 182 miles an hour into turn number 3, goes number 4. Down to 178 miles an hour in the middle of 3 and 4. And now he's going to duck to the inside of the side. Look at that 4-car go! Up to 183 miles an hour, 182 in the turn number 1. But William Brock there moving through the field nicely up to the number 2 position now as he gets by Aubrey Scott. But that's letting the 21 of Reggie Fogelman just fly away. And the sit go forward. Boy, can Fogelman get his first victory of the season? We'll find out here. It could be a first-time winner here, maybe. But William Brock, he's not won in a long time. Neither has Nathan Ormond. Eric Monaco, we saw him with a good run at Pocono. He finished second in that race. Can he get his first win? And I tell you what, Daytona is also a good track where you can possibly get a first-time winner as well, too, maybe. And also, somebody's in the wall in turn number 3. Turn number 1, I should say. Car in the wall, it's Rafael LeDuc in 27 who has spun, and into the wall he went. On LeDuc, who was running in 10th position, and this happening with 6 laps remaining here at Michigan. I don't know if we'll get this. We might get a 1 or 2 lap shootout possibly here. Amanda Evans, I see her all damaged up as well too in the 33 machine. But Rafael LeDuc, who was up to 10th position, and I don't believe he's damaged all that badly in the 27 machine here. Let's see. We'll take a look at what happened. And you got 4 wider there between him, Kyle Matthews, Kev Shearer, and the 7 car of Aubrey Scott. On Aubrey, just hooks the 27 car, bang! Some pieces of debris flying everywhere here from the 7 and 27 cars both. Say Raphael's going to have some words with Aubrey Scott and that number 7 car in the garage area after all that. But doesn't do too much damage there. A little wrinkle here, a couple of wrinkles here and there, but on Raphael's out of the race here, the 27 car. And it's a broken camshaft failure on the number 27 machine that's knocked him out there, so it wasn't really the crash itself. But Nathan Ormond is going to be your leader here with Eric Monaco in second position. And we'll see how this race ends up here when we come back at Michigan. Well, brace yourself, guys, here, because we have got a 1-lap dash to the checkered flag getting ready to happen here at Michigan Speedway. As the pace lights are off on lap number 29 of this event. So we have 2 to go right now. We will get the green and white flags both in this event here. Nathan Ormond. He's not won yet this season here. He's at least one race in the last couple of 3 seasons. Can he pull it off here today at Michigan? Number 20 car, Eric Monaco. He's never won here. Guys like Eric Monaco and the 20 and the 21 car of Reggie Fogelman. Neither drivers ever won in this series. Can it be the first time for them? William Brock, he's not won in a long time in that 4 car. He's in 3rd position. He's in 4th position, I should say. Noah Sewell, he's never won in a series neither. He's in 5th position. 6th is Preston Plord. He's won in a series before, but he's not won in a long time. Kev Shearer looking for his 2nd victory of the season. He's in 7th position. 8th is Keith Batson. Kyle Matthews running in 9th, and Stephen Colon is in 10th position. 11th right now is Alexander Rowe. 12th is Jackson Haywood. 13th, Benjamin Miles. 14th, Dylan Poteet. And Nori Miyazaki gave a call to that 83 team, running in 15th right now in the number 83 Oldsmobile. Some good performance out of that 83 machine here. You're about to come off turn number 4 right now. Pace car, except turn off of pit road. Green and white flags are both going to wave. And we are back. And here we go. The final lap here at Michigan. Ooh, Eric Monaco drives the outside lane here. Astus is 21 car of Reggie Fogelman. Nathan Ormond out in front here. Monaco outside of the racetrack as they go into turn number 1. Up, and here comes the 8 car. That's Noah Sewell here. They're 3 wide here. Ormond has got 2 non-winners behind him here. Can one of them make a move to the inside? Here comes Noah Sewell to the low side here. Tries for 2nd place here. Preston Plord makes it 3 wide at turn number 3 here. Keith Batson's getting into it now. Kyle Matthews getting into it in the 42 car. And that's going to let Ormond pull away as they come off turn number 4 right now. Plord's going to make it one last-ish effort as they come off the 4th turn, but he's not going to do it. Nathan Ormond wins the Miller Lite 400 at Michigan. Boy, Nathan Ormond had to scrap like a badger to get that first victory of the season, but he does it here today in the Irish Hills of Brooklyn, Michigan, that 2-mile V-shaped racetrack on that within this area. And the number 17 Tide Ride goes to victory lane here today. And what was a tremendous race overall. Their average speed 127.169 miles an hour. Preston Plord comes home in 2nd position. A great day for that 10 team. Keith Batson comes home 3rd. Noah Sewell 4th. And Kyle Matthews, that was the big pick-me-up he needed right there for the season. He ends up finishing 5th. Stephen Colon 6th. Excuse me. William Brock 7th. 8th will go to Alexander Rowe. 9th to Kev Shearer. And Jackson Haywood comes home in 10th. And Eric Monaco, who started this race restarted 2nd on the last lap, he ends up falling back to 11th. And Reggie Fogelman, who restarted 3rd, dropped back to 12th. Well, that shows you how wild it can get at Michigan Speedway. But still good run for both the 20 and 21 teams, obviously. Benjamin Miles 13th, Dylan Poteet 14th, Caleb Vogler dropped to 15th position. Nori Miyazaki, a good run for that 83 team, ends up finishing 16th in this race. Joshua Osborne recovers from that spin middle of the race, and he ends up finishing 17th. Seth Cole 18th, 19th will go to Mike Becker, and Laura Chung will finish in 20th there. Cole Deaver 21st, Dylan Young 22nd, 23rd, Trent Dunham, then Cody McGurk, Aubrey Scott, Mitchell Hodak, Zachary Fitzwater, Phil Parker, and Harrison Ponder, and Amanda Evans. It was the 30 cars that finished on the lead lap. Excuse me, in today's event here. Daniel Silla was 31st. 32nd position was Allison Rain. Colin Cropley had a tire failure that dropped him back to 33rd in the final finishing order. Rafael Duke 34th. Quentin Moore, a tough day for that 15 team. He ends up finishing 6 laps down in 35th position. Quentin's not going to be happy with that, and I think he's also going to, if not lose the points, he's going to be darn close to that at Daytona, going into Daytona for the Pepsi 400. Austin Reed finishes in 36th position, then 37th Charles Sammer, 38th. Last position will go to Ryan Brommer. So that will do it here today at Michigan Speedway. Congratulations once again to Nathan Ormond, the winner of today's Miller Lite 400 at Michigan Speedway. So 15 races into the season, and we have got 17 to go. 15 races into the season, we got 16 races to go as we reach halfway for the Pepsi 400 under the lights at Daytona International Speedway. And that, of course, will be a tremendous event, as it always will be at the World Center of Speed at Daytona. And if you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel. We got everything. We got everything on this channel. We got inner races. We got gaming videos. We got inner online videos. Whatever the president of the NNSCRA Seth's goal desires to have for his channel, be sure to check out Seth's Duracell Cup Series, the main series on this channel. And if you want in on future seasons of Seth's series, be sure to get with Seth and he'll get you going. Also, be sure to check out our other two channels that does NNSCRA offline. Those channels being X8675398588X is Dylan Young's channel, the man who does the NNSCRA Spectrum Mobile Cup Series, and also channel ThrashMania899, Levi McIntyre's channel for the NNSCRA Marvel Studios Cup Series. And so be sure to subscribe to those two channels for some cool stuff as well too, as well as this channel you're watching here, the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel, for some cool stuff as well too. So that will do it here today at Michigan. For now, James Walsh. This has been a production of the NNSCRA celebrating 11 years of offline racing at its best. We'll see you at Daytona under the lights for the Pepsi 400.